Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa for those of you who don't know. And for today's video, we're going to be testing out the new Jaclyn Hill times Morphe collab. So if you guys don't know, Jaclyn Hill is a YouTuber, and basically she did come out with a second palette. She did have the palette 1. I'll insert a picture here for you guys. And I do have that palette. I love that palette. That is one of my most reached for palettes. I love the colors. It's just very warm with those pops of colors in the palette. That is just beautiful. So she did come out with a second palette, which is volume 2, which would match the first palette. So basically with the first palette, you can kind of put these two colors together. There's really no similar scheme. There's really no similar colors or schemes or anything like that with the two palettes. There is a lot of speculation that the colors that are in the volume 2 palette have been in her other palettes with Morphe. She did have a vault collection, and I can kind of see that in the vault collection there are some similar eyeshadows, but eyeshadow colors, but I really don't mind that. And I'm just saying that because I really like the vault. I didn't have any issues with that with the palettes that I have used from the vault, and I feel like this palette is very, very beautiful. I really do enjoy the color story of the palette. So let me stop talking and then just show you guys what the palette looks like. But before we jump into that portion of the video, I just want to ask you guys, if you do like what you see throughout the video, please consider giving this video a thumbs up. And also please do not forget to subscribe before you go if you do like what you see. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started, guys. Okay, so a little bit of a backstory, because I feel like every single time I order something, there's always a backstory to what I order. So, I'm just going to tell you guys. Okay, so I'm first going to go in with the first order that I did place. So, let me show you guys this. This is a Jeffree Star collab that I did get. You guys could see the box is dirty. There is a black. It looks used and abused. Clue number 1. Then I did get the P. Louise base. I've heard so many good things about this. I've never tried this. I got mine in the shade 2. This one looks pretty good. There is no dirtiness or black or anything to it. Then I went ahead and ordered the Jaclyn Hill The Master Remix Collection. So I do have her brushes. I actually use her brushes with Morphe basically every single day. I actually really, really do like the brushes. So I went ahead and I did pick this up. I feel like there really wasn't a lot of hype about this. There was a lot of hype over the eyeshadow. I didn't really see a lot of hype over the brushes. So honestly, I didn't even watch her review video, which I probably should have, but I didn't. But I went ahead and I picked this up. I'll show you guys what they look like. Here is the palette. So palette looks nice and clean, you know, just like her regular palette. Then you open it up. I feel like it only looks clean because I cleaned it up, but this is in bubble wrap. Then you have the palette here, and I have like black like all over. There was black somewhere, I'm not sure where, but now I have black all over me. So I open this up, and you guys could see first there's that black mark there, and then the black eyeshadow. Sadly, it is broken. This is the first palette that I received, and it is broken. That black right here is done for, basically. Ooh, that almost fell out. That would have been bad. So I have the black in here that is broken, basically going everywhere and making like a huge mess. But this is a color story. It looks very, very pretty. I really actually enjoy this color story. I feel like it looks beautiful. Like, I definitely do and love this color story. So I went ahead and I emailed them. They were actually really, really sweet. They said that they would send me another palette. So okay, fine. I was like, okay, my video is gonna be up a little bit late, but I'll have a good eyeshadow palette and it will work. So I then get the second palette. This is open because I did open this up last night because I wanted to make sure it was okay. So this is the second eyeshadow palette. Looks like this. It is open again. Now, just from opening, you guys can see, look at that mess. So I literally stained like my clothes last night trying to open this up. Now this is the second palette. You guys could see, look at that. And again, I'm not trying to bash Jaclyn Hill. I actually like her, but another broken palette, as you guys can guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this one up. This one is like even worse. Like I didn't even, this is just even worse. Like I thought the black was gonna be bad because it is black, but that red is literally everywhere. It is broken. Yeah, so I have two eyeshadow palettes. Both are broken. So I did reach out to Morphe again, and truthfully at this point, I'm kind of just like, I kind of just want my money back. I know that they did send me basically two palettes, and I know two eyeshadows are, they're two different colors, but I feel like if one was broken, if one palette was broken and it was separate, I'd be like, all right, that's fine. The second one I got, all right, fine. But there has to be some sort of pigment not pressed right, or just very, very delicate shadows that both of my palettes got broken. Again, I'm not trying to start like any tea or anything like that, but it's just really disappointing as a consumer that both of my eyeshadow palettes are broken. I have ordered a lot of eyeshadows. I do a lot of online shopping, and I have ordered a lot of eyeshadows online before, and if a palette did come broken, the company would handle it just like Morphe did, send me a new one. And the other one never came broken to me. It just kind of stinks. Like I was super excited about this, and both palettes are broken. So that definitely stinks. There definitely is a mess. I'm kind of thinking if I want to do swatches, if I don't want to do swatches. I feel like my palette is kind of a mess right now. But anyway, let's go ahead and open up this Jaclyn Hill Morphe eyeshadow palette, or eyeshadow brushes. So you take them out, and this is what they look like. I just have eye brushes here right now because I am only doing the eyes. But you guys can see, like, I have the eyes. They're all the white ones. I use them regularly. I actually really do enjoy them. Let's see. We have all of these. So we have a lot of brushes. So we have this brush right here. This is the JH12 brush. This is the Undercover Lover brush. I feel like this would be really good for like setting my under eyes. I can even do a little bit of contour with this brush. I can't see myself using this for blush, or it definitely for me would be a contour brush or a under eye brush. I really can't see myself using it for anything else, but it feels super, super soft, so I definitely do enjoy that. We have, this is the JH11 brush, and that is what this looks like. And this is the Sweeping Beauty brush. I could definitely see myself taking some powder and then just sweeping it like across my face. It's very, very soft, very gentle, and very just, as you guys can see, like fluffier. This one is the JH13, and this is the Powder Player brush. I feel like all of these, no, I probably wouldn't use this for underneath my eyes. Maybe just like blend? I don't even know what I would use this brush for. I'm gonna be honest. I can't see myself using it maybe for contour. For contour, I kind of like more of a stiffer brush. This brush, I really don't know what I would use it for. Maybe just to like sweep away some powder, but overall I definitely wouldn't use this to dust all over my face. I could see myself using this, the JH11, more so for that. This one, I'm not exactly sure what I would use it for, but there's that. This brush right here is the JH14, and this one is the Best Light brush. So this brush I could definitely see for putting on that highlight. It's definitely going to diffuse the highlight, center of the nose, just for a nice soft airbrushed highlighted look. Then I believe the rest of them are eye brushes. I'm actually really excited for this brush. So this brush is the JH53 brush, and this is the Faux Chisel brush. I'm actually super excited for this one because I feel like this one is just such a good brush for like blending out that nose contour. I'm actually super excited for this. I mean, you could totally use it for your outer eye if you don't want to use it for nose contour, but for me, I feel like I'm going to be using this for nose contour. It just seems like the perfect brush for that. Then we have the JH46, which is this one right here. This one is the Mighty Define brush, and it looks like it would be very good for packing on that outer corner, but I feel like it would also be really good for smudging along that lower lash line just because of the shape of the brush, but it looks very, very good. All right, then we have the JH45, which is this brush right here. This one is the Blending Boss brush. I feel like this would actually be a pretty good blending. I don't really feel like it would be a good all over blending brush, but if you just want one color right in the crease, this is definitely small enough to get right up in your crease and blend that out. Then we have the JH50, which is this one right here. This is the slightly shady brush. I like this. I like these types of brushes for packing on that color on the outer edge of my eye and then slowly blending that out. This brush, probably one of my favorites. This is the JH52. That is what this looks like, and this one is good for the Detail Obsession brush. So this one, if you only want a color right in the crease, you could totally do that. I love this brush for inner corner highlight, probably one of my favorites, and also for brow highlight. And if you want to get right up underneath that lower lash line, this brush is great for that. Then we have the JH48 brush, and this one is a cover story brush. This one is great for just for that inner corner color, or if you just want to pack on a color, this one is great for that. I actually really like Morphe's packing brushes. Then we have, this is the JH49. So this one is a dual brush, and this one is the Through Thick and Thin brush. This one is great for combing out your brows, filling them in, or if you just want to use the end part with the actual brush on it, it's really good for putting some liner on the lower lashes. Like, this is actually a really handy brush. Another brush that kind of goes along with it is the JH47. That is this one, and this one is the Epic eyeliner brush. This one is great for just stamping on that eyeliner, whether you want to do it above your lash, above like your top lashes, or just do it right below. This one is great for that. Then we have the JH15, and that is this one, and this one is the Know Your Angles brush. So you guys can see it does have a little angle. I mean, you can use this for nose contour. I mean, I would probably use this one, the JH53, for that, but this one I definitely do like for blending out, packing on that outer corner. And then sometimes even with these brushes, if you kind of just flatten it out a little bit and then just go right up against your lower lash line, it's really going to smudge that color out. Then we also have the JH51 brush, and this one is the Nice and Precise brush. This one is great. It is a flat brush. It's kind of just reminds me of like a fluffier packer brush, just to pack on that outer corner color, or if you just want to pack on that inner corner color and just make it pack and wham bam, you know, this is definitely the brush for it. Then the last brush we have is the JH44 brush, and that is this one, and this one is the Shadow Hustle brush. And this one's actually kind of like a packer brush, it's just a little bit denser. So again, this is just really good for packing, for blending out color. I actually really do enjoy Morphe's brushes, especially like their eyeshadow brushes. But basically, you guys can see my base is already done, so we're just gonna go ahead and play around with the eyes. It's always like one bang that just does not want to get pinned back, but I want to test out this nose contour brush. This is the brush that I was actually super excited to get and test out, truthfully. So right now I'm just going to take the e.l.f. This is just the Forever Kissed Primer Bronzer. I'm just going to go ahead and take a little bit on this bronzer brush and then just tap off that excess, and we're going to go ahead and just slightly bronze our nose. So when I like to do this, again, I don't contour my nose like all of the way. That is just because I'm not really a nose contour type of gal. But when I just want to add like a little bit of warmth, I usually just do this to add some warmth to my nose. I just like to just do a little bit of it. So just like this. And I like to start from my inner brow and then just work that to and from. Finish this off by brushing that on the nose. I actually really like this. My nose is now extra snatched. You have the Smashbox eye primer on, and I did sort of top it off with just some translucent powder. But I'm gonna go into, I hope that you guys are going to be able to see this. I'm so sorry. But I'm going to go into this shade, which is the shade Perfectionist. This really pretty shade right here. And I'm going to take, this is the JH13 brush. So as you guys can see, it does have a little bit of an angle. But let's go into that. There is a lot of color. And let's just put that right in the crease. So again, I'm actually like, I was so excited for this. And again, it's just, it stinks when you're just so excited for something and the first one comes broken and you're like, all right, I understand. And then you get that second palette and again, it comes broken. It just stinks, truthfully. So I'm definitely building this color up, and when you build it up, it looks so pretty. It definitely was lighter on me. I thought it was gonna pick up more color instantly, but I definitely did have to build. I know I've been hitting you guys with a lot of neutral eyes lately, so I definitely do apologize for that, but neutral eyes have just been my go-to lately. I'm gonna go in with this shade, this yellow shade called No Joke. I'm gonna go in with the same exact brush. So that is what it's picking up as, brushing off that excess and kind of just running that right where that first color we originally laid down. There is that brightness. Oh, so pretty. And I'm kind of just bringing that on the lid, basically. In the crease and on that lid. I definitely did have to build this up. But once you build it up, you can get that really nice, pretty yellow. Now just to blend that out again, I'm going to go in with the shade Perfectionist. Go right in the crease and then just above it, just to blow out those edges to make sure there are no harsh lines. Okay, so now it's just like a really pretty yellow color that I actually really like. Let's go in with Feelin' Myself, which is this really pretty shade right here. Again, I'm sorry it's not the best angle, but just that black, I don't want that black like everywhere. So I'm gonna go in with the JH45 and just pick up that color, tap off the excess, and let's see how that looks. I'm going just a little below the crease, a little below and a little in the crease. It's actually very bright and I kind of like it. So whatever is left, I'm just dragging it down to the rest of my lid just to sort of blend it out a little bit. And they're actually building up very pretty as well. That looks so nice. I feel so ready for summer right now. Then I'm going to go back in with that first brush we used and go into the shade No Joke, which is that yellow, and then just blend that out. I actually don't think I've ever done a look like this, so I'm actually kind of excited. I hope that you guys like these types of looks. We are now going to go into, let's try this one, the JH44, and we're going to go into the shade, let's go into the shade Tipsy Girl, which is this really pretty, where'd you go? This really pretty bright pink shade right here. Again, I'm so sorry for the bad angles, but get into that color, and first let's just tap that. Oh my god, that is so pretty. Let's just tap that like we would if we had a liner. That is actually extremely pigmented. This is definitely starting to look sunset like, and I'm kind of living for it. So I have that line down basically. Now we're just gonna go ahead and smudge that up into the orange. This shade actually is a little, goes a long way. Looks really pretty. Now I just want a clean blending brush. One of my favorite blending brushes is the JH30, which is from her like original kit. So I'm just gonna go over, and first I'm gonna start off by blending out the outer color. So blend out that outer yellow color that we first played with. Now I'm gonna blend out the middle. Definitely is like all blending into one another. This is definitely one of my favorites, the JH63, that flat one. And I'm gonna take that yellow shade, the Feeling Myself shade, and press that along my lower lash line. A really pretty like glitter liner would look gorgeous. And now I'm going to take this is the JH52, which is from her line right now. I'm going to take that yellow shade and I'm going to mix a little bit of the shade Tipsy Girl. Just like a tiny bit. And just blend that down. First, let me go in with more of that yellow. Again, tap off that excess. I actually think I'm going to switch the blending brush. I kind of like the JH39 a little bit better. It feels a little bit more on the looser side, meaning it's not as hard. Other one that we were just using. Pretty. Now let's go into that shade Tipsy Girl. For Tipsy Girl, I feel like I'm going to go in with the one from this palette because this one is definitely a little bit harder. But you can get that pink and kind of just really precisely put that pink down. I definitely feel like I look very sunsetty like, which is totally not like me, but I actually really do enjoy this. I feel like it looks very pretty. Maybe we will take, this is the JH43. Let's take the shade Talia, which is this gorgeous, like really pretty gold glittery shade. And let's see if that'll, it looks like a very pretty gorgeous shade. Very not intense as I expected. Let me see. Okay, there we go. So that looks so pretty. Such a pretty intense moment. Let me actually take a little bit of that. I feel like I'm gonna need my finger for this. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna need, but let's see if we could take, this is a flatter brush. This is a JH46. Let's see if this can pick up. You're definitely gonna need to use your finger with that shade. I kind of like how this is all matte and all really pretty. And for somebody who, like me, doesn't wear color all of the time, I feel like this is just, I feel like this actually just looked really good. And I actually really do like the way that it looks. Maybe I will film another look creating more of a shimmery look, but I kind of like this really pretty all matte eye that I have going on. So if you are watching this, I would totally start off with the pink first, then go in with the orange, and then go in with the yellow. Alright, so next I think I want to throw on some wings. So I'm just going to go in with the Flick Stick little stamps that I use. Okay guys, so this is the completed look, and I have to say I actually really love this kind of sunset, just really pretty. I feel like I did something similar to this, I think it was last year, except I put the yellow on the inner corner and then that pink on the outer corner. But I feel like this just looks very pretty. It definitely is very summery. I'm kind of in that mood for summer. So I actually really enjoyed the colors. The only thing is that with these types of colors, you definitely want to pack the color on and blend, but you're definitely going to have to pack on a lot of color because when you do blend, they kind of do lose that brightness, but that can go with basically any single eye shadow. But everything just blended out really pretty. I do love the colors on top of each other. They didn't get muddy. It was very easy to blend everything out, very surprisingly. I feel like everything just very easily just blended out. So truthfully, I really do enjoy this palette. I actually really do like this. Like, I can't wait to do like a very neutral eye with this. Again, the only thing that really just stinks is that black is broken and then I have that red broken on the other palette. So that definitely does stink, but these colors are just beautiful. I actually really do enjoy this look. I really did enjoy the eyeshadow palette. Again, I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to swatch this. I feel like just with that black, it's kind of in almost every single eyeshadow, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to get those out and swatch them, even with that red. Like, that red is, this palette is basically done for. I feel like this palette is I definitely have to work really hard to clean this palette up that has the red broken in it. But yeah, I feel like the colors are actually very beautiful. I can't wait to use this palette again. I feel like this is probably going to be like my go-to summer sort of palette because the colors are just stunning. So I definitely do like this. I'm definitely going to use it again. Really upset about that black, but it is gorgeous. This look is gorgeous, and I really do love this really bright, fun look. So I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Let me know, did you guys get this palette? I want to hear your thoughts and impressions. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 plus that nose brush, so I used 8 brushes. I actually really like the brushes. Again, I really like Morphe brushes in general. Yeah, I feel like this is definitely a palette that I'm going to reach for. Again, if you're looking to get this, just be aware that the colors and the palettes break easily. So if you have a Morphe store near you, definitely go get it at Morphe, or if you do have an Ulta, and Ulta hopefully it does start selling them soon, I would go ahead and get it at Ulta. I probably wouldn't order this online just because it's a breaking. So yeah, I really do like this palette. I'm actually very impressed with this eyeshadow look. So again, I hope that you guys did enjoy. Let me know if you guys got this palette and what your impressions are, and let me know if you want another video featuring this palette, because I think I want to give it some more love and try out those shimmer shades. So if you did like what you saw throughout the video, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and then hitting that subscribe button and the post notification bell next to it so you could be notified of all my future uploads. I usually do upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 3 p.m. p.m. EST. If you do join, then you will be part of the ATFB fam. ATFB, all things fashion and beauty, and we're a fun little family over here. So definitely hit that subscribe button, but I will see you guys in a few days in my next video. I hope that you guys did enjoy. Bye!